Collective, it's Llewellyns Spark of the Self for their astrological energy forecast. This will be for the week of June 10th through the 16th of 2024. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, welcome back, Soul Family. It's good to see you guys again. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your comments, and subscribes. Aspire to the Self channel has reached 15,000 subscribers and counting. I am truly blessed, and I, am very dedicated in, following my soul purpose, which is this to you guys, okay? And this is part of my calling to help aid the collective in raising the vibration. So it's something that I take very seriously, and I can see that you guys feel the same way about me. Okay, thank you so much for all your likes, your shares, your comments, and subscribes, and how you support the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Mila Boykas, okay? If you are new to the channel, Jidich, Falcha, Banate An Banja Ort, which is Gaelic for hello, welcome. May the blessing of the goddess follow you. Something that I have to state here, which is for legal purposes, that this channel and the videos are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, that myself and the channel are not responsible for what people decide to do with the information they receive from these videos. Okay, so just know that. But if you are new to the channel, Aspire to the Self channel offers weekly astrological energy forecasts, such as this one, as well as intuitively led collective tarot readings for certain planetary aspects, so covers a specific time frame in the future, as well as daily motivational shorts of messages from your higher self. I am also the author, V. Ulrich, with both fairy tales in my hand here. The Princess and Her Inner Voice, which is a fairy tale written for children about their intuition, what it is, and how it speaks to them, and how if they listen to their intuition, how it can be used to overcome all obstacles, how it can help them to heal from all traumas, as well as get them to their happy ending in whichever way that looks for them, okay? This is a very self-love and self-worth based fairy tale, okay? As well as The Dark High Priestess and The Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. This is a fairy tale written for adults about how to heal and overcome from spiritual warfare and narcissistic abuse from family, lovers, and friends, and how to keep that inner flame lit despite the adversity you may be going through or experiences such as a dark night of the soul that you may be going through. And just know that you are never alone, okay, and you always have a choice, okay? And that, you always have benevolent beings around you, your ancestors, your spiritual team, the All High, that are just waiting for you to ask them for guidance so they can help you to also fulfill your soul's purpose, okay, and have soul growth. Both of these books are written in the Bard format, so think Dr. Seuss meets Grimm's fairy tales, okay? Just like Dr. Seuss, they're very short, they're very sweet, okay? They're meant to heal and appeal to your inner child as you read them, okay? That's why they are illustrated in such a way, okay? And it's to inspire hope, it's to help you get through things, but also to teach you healing techniques and things like that, okay? Both of these books can be found on online retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble, just to name a few, okay? The Princess and Her Inner Voice is in its second edition print, which means that the autographed first edition, as well as my services and products, can be found on my website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. All the information will be in the description box below for your convenience, okay? As well as all of my social media platforms and pages, so that way you do not get scammed by people or pages pretending to be me. If you see this video any other place than A Spiral to the Self, that's it. As far as the title goes for my channel name, it is a fake page and it is a scammer, so please report and block it. Okay, collective, so like always, I'm going to begin with a prayer. Oh, and just another thing. So for the 15,000 subscribers, I did a collective tarot reading for what is hidden from you, what is coming in per the questionnaire in my community post section, what the subscribers wish to hear. Okay, it is an ad-free video, as well as I don't do like my book intro and things like that, so it's pretty it cuts to the chase, so to speak, okay, with the reading, because that is my gift to you for, thank you for supporting the channel. Okay, that was just my gift to you guys. So please check that out. It's called What's Hidden, What's Coming In for You. Okay, so check that out if you are interested, because that was per the consensus what the viewers wanted to hear. Okay. I call upon God, Banja, Great Goddess Morgan, the Trinity Three, Lu, the Archangels, my ancestors, and the seen and unseen. Please only allow in this reading what I call upon, which is high vibrational energy and frequency. If any lower vibrational entities, things, or energies try to come through in the past, the present, or in the future, I ask that you block, bind, and blind, and immediately return to sender, which will give you full consent to intervene and to intercede on my behalf in whichever way you deem fit. If any try to abuse technology in any way and try to screenshot, ask, project, open a portal, remote your bill monitoring spirit and is set in the past, the present, or in the future, I ask that you block, bind, and blind and immediately return to sender. Please provide me with clear and concise messages of what you would like the collective to know. Please protect me, this video, the channel, and the viewers as I deliver this divinely guided message. Any curses, hexes, evil eye, let they be dissolved, transmuted, and intervened with by the All-High. The sender's mask will be ripped off. They'll be unable to hide. All their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed and publicly known. Okay, collective. So, background information. This is going to be the week for June 10th through the 16th. Okay. Background energy is the retrograde energies. We currently have Pallas in retrograde until July 10th. Okay, Pallas is the goddess Athena. So think wisdom, think the hunt, think inventive war strategy, okay? This retrograde is about using emotional intelligence to stay in our personal power of integrity, as well as the optimism for inventive solutions to provide more freedom in our lives, as well as to bring about justice. Like I mention this almost every week, it's the justice for what's happened, up before 2024 as well as now, because 2024 is the year of karmic balance. So either you're getting lump sum good karma or you're getting lump sum bad karma. The scales are being balanced out, okay? So if you see a lot of people going through a really hard time, or you're seeing people, elevating, ascending, they're getting a lot of increases in their life, it seems like their life's bettering, that's why. I'm not going to go more into it because I do every week and I don't feel like it. So check out the other weeks, okay? But Pluto retrograde is also one that will be in retrograde until October 29. Pluto retrograde is about our commitment to our inner transformation. So hiring our consciousness, getting to that higher level consciousness, higher level thinking, as well as when your reality, your environment is shaped by your thoughts and the vibrations of your thoughts, because thoughts have weight, okay? So when we get into that higher level of consciousness, that means the frequency that you are in is also higher, and that means you're in that attract versus chase kind of vibration. That also means that you're dispelling, you're rebuking all lower vibrational experiences and people and places and things like that. You're aligning with what is your soul purpose, what is meant for you in this lifetime, okay? You're aligning with what is actually positively serving you versus what is hindering you or sabotaging you, okay? That's the whole purpose of that. And 2024 is about the collective heightening their vibration as well as their consciousness, okay? So we can co-create with the divine. It's not just about, that's why you're seeing a lot of people, switching to eating healthier. I've seen, I don't drink myself. I used to. I used to love drinking whiskey and stuff until I had the awakening that one, it was witchcraft that made me do that. But two, which I do have my story out there if you're wanting to listen to it. As soon as you open the channel page, it is that astrological energy forecast there, okay? I go into my story a bit, but a lot of the things that I partook in was because I literally had people placing curses and hexes on my life. I went through severe spiritual warfare since I was 4 years old, right? And then, I was supposed to die by a certain time frame, and I didn't, and I just had more people, more covens attack me with witchcraft. So trying to take away my personal power, trying to take away my boundaries, trying to, essentially they did all that so they could energy harvest off of me, put me in those dark thoughts, putting me in self-sabotaging behaviors, putting me in that consciousness of lack and loss, so that way they could continue to energy harvest off me, so transfer my blessings to them. But also they wanted me not to be of this world, so that way they could steal something that was left to me. So, and they never wanted to pay it back or let me know I even had it. So there's that. But with that, you know, I don't drink anymore. It pokes holes in your aura. I don't smoke. I don't do anything that I used to, because I was very dedicated and committed to heightening my vibration, so it could align with what it is that I wish to manifest. Woo! Yeah, so it could align with what I wish to manifest, okay? So I made a lot of changes, but so has the collective. Never in my life have I seen so many like mocktails and, you know, wannabe alcohol, you know, like where it seems like my generation doesn't want to drink alcohol anymore, and they just want a fancy beverage. You know? Just from what I've seen, like with advertisements, like my whole Facebook is nothing but like mocktails, you know, and same with Instagram. It's like my generation isn't drinking anymore. They just want a fancy beverage. They want maybe like to feel okay, to take the calm and the edge off, but they don't want to get drunk anymore, or they want the taste of alcohol, but it not be alcohol, so they can be social with other people. So it's like, you know, you see people doing things like that. You see people, you know, making changes to their diet, you know, switching to, you know, maybe they're going vegan or they're going vegetarian, or they're eating only local produce and meats, things like that. You see, you know, they're cutting out the processed food, the GMO, things like that. So you see a lot of that going on, and that's because of the collective conscious, okay? It's a lot of people are being called to raise their vibration as well as their consciousness, okay? And that's because it's required for us to continue living. It is required for us in order to sustain as a species, okay? So we are all making changes, and then a lot of the changes that we were also making was cutting out toxic people in our life, okay? The people who were lower vibration, that were holding on to us for dear life, trying to, you know, misery loves company. They didn't want you to ascend. There's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of envy, you know, I don't want you to have more than I have, or I was miserable and I was abused and things like that, and I want you to be that as well, because why do you get to have a good life, things like that. People that were dedicated to not healing, okay? So they're stuck in a karmic cycle until they learn. But everyone else in the collective, you know, for all of 2024, 2023 was about cutting those people out, being alerted to who they were, okay? Their masks were ripped off. But then now it's about healing from that, healing from the betrayal, healing from those wounds and the people who were trying to inflict those wounds on us, okay? And standing in our boundaries, because that's the chakra that's going to coincide with this week. That's why I'm touching on it a little bit, is the solar plexus chakra, so right here, okay, which is your personal power. It's your self-esteem, your self-confidence, it's your will, it's your integrity, your, you know, your boundaries, you know, saying no to people, places, and things that aren't in alignment with you, you know, knowing when you've done too much so you don't overextend yourself and fragment your energy, you know, and thus being susceptible to sickness or spiritual warfare or things like that, okay? That's what this week's about, but I mean, it goes hand in hand with the Palace, it goes hand in hand with the Pluto, and then the next is Ceres retrograde, which will be retrograde until August 25th, okay, of 2024. This is letting go of attachments from the past so we can move forward. So we've been healing, we've been, you know, holding our boundaries, we're not letting these people or the places that we left, you know, like say if it's a job or something, or an environment or a community that was holding us back, trying to sabotage us, that didn't want us to reach our full potential, we let those go, we're healing from it, and, you know, we learned the lesson and we're moving on. Like, we're not dwelling on it, we're not giving these people rent-free space in our minds, you know, anymore. We're moving on and we're letting go, and we're like, you know what, I'm dedicated to fulfilling my full potential. I'm dedicated to living the best fucking life I can have, you know, like, if it's determined by me and my thoughts and my actions, then by Donna, like, I'm gonna fucking get it. Like, I'm gonna get all that's mine in this life, and no one's gonna take it from me, right? Like, being dedicated to that. So again, you got Palace there that's going to make you have those boundaries, make you stand in your personal power of integrity. You're not going to be drawn to those people, places, or things that are trying to get you to do things you don't want to do or that you don't believe in. It's holding your beliefs. Like, bullying, or gossiping about people, because that's apparently a big thing this week as well, is gossiping, which is so sad because it's Father's Day this week. And Father's Day just has a bad connotation to it this week astrologically, and it's so sad, okay? But hey, I'm not going to play a part in your gossiping or slandering the collective, because one, it's low vibrational as fuck, and two, there's karmic consequences for it, and three, like, people who are winners don't do that. People who are low vibrational as fuck that aren't going anywhere do that. And I'm not going to play part in it, because I know, why do you feel so comfortable talking to me about somebody? Because I know that when you turn around, you're going to feel comfortable talking about me to somebody else. So it's like outing these people, standing in your personal power of integrity, not like with the collective readings, not playing a part in bullying people. Like, I just can't believe that. Like, how the fuck old are you? I mean, that's just been a consistent theme for like the past year collectively, like in the readings. It's like people that were bullying you. Why? Like, how the fuck old are you? Like, why are you so invested in another human being that has shit to do with you, that's not talking to you, that's not around you, they're not in your life at all? Like, don't you have better shit to do? The economy, we have inflation here. You can't get a job to fulfill that time, that you have everybody's got 24 hours in a day, right? And you choose to stay stagnant, poor, and stuck, busted and disgusted instead of bettering yourself, and you just the time that you'll never get back and the energy you'll never get back, you're sending it on someone else. Like, if you're gossiping about people, you're slandering people, that's energy, and you'll get it back. So that means, they say what goes around comes around. It's going to come back to you, and you're going to look like a fucking idiot, especially when it gets proven to not be true. Like, you're going to look like somebody nobody wants to talk to, that's completely, like has no credibility, okay? Like, is that how you want to be perceived? Is that what you want to spend your time on? Like, you get 24 hours like everybody else. Open a book, read something, learn something, heal yourself. I don't know, do some self-guided meditations, figure out, what part of you is being triggered by the collective that's got you being a hating ass bitch for, because the only reason you're hating on someone is because there's something in yourself that makes you feel like you're not good, like you're not worthy, that, you're too busy comparing yourself to someone else's accolades, but you're not focusing on you and what you can do and fulfilling your own potential. Like, how can you fulfill your own potential? Think of that. Like, talking about somebody else or bullying somebody else just makes you a low down piece of shit. Like, and it brings bad karma to you. Like, figure out how you can spend less time doing shit like that will only devastate your life, and focus on, how can you better your life? How can you have what you think that you're missing or that you feel like you're unworthy for? How can you, say if you're being envious of somebody because they're beauty, well, what kind of beauty regimens can you do, or dietary changes? Because, health is wealth. What kind of things can you do in your life to get you what you want, to be your most authentic and best self? How can you do that? Or if it's money, what can I do to move my money around, or what kind of job can I have that's going to give me the money that I need, or what steps do I need to take to get me that? It's logical thinking, like, how can I get this? Because I can guarantee you, majority of your obstacles or your hindrances that make you feel so defeated is limited self-thoughts, limited self-beliefs. I can't do this. I can't do that. I've switched careers so many times. Amazon, I doubled my money, and that was a job that, people would have tried to maybe convince me that I wasn't ready for or worthy for. I tell you what, I got shit talked so much. I had so much haters because of that job. Like, when people found out that not only did I have the interview for that job, but when I got the job, the people that were in my industry for, say, like 20, 30 years, I got so much hatred. And you know what it just told me? I've been in this industry for 20, 30 years, and I have not gotten to the point that you've gotten to, especially not as early as you, and I'm jealous as fuck. That's all it told me. Like, it's like, oh, okay, has nothing to do with my self-worth, or, that this job isn't good for me. It's just all, and that it's not, like the best, it's not something that will elevate me in some kind of way. It's just you being a hating ass bitch because you're comparing yourself to me. you know, well, just be happy for me. Say good job. You know, like I would say for you, good job. You did something to better your life. Good job. And it doesn't even have to be about money. Like say if you took, I've done this before too, where I've taken a pay cut so I can have a better amount of life. You know, like where I could see my kids more. You know, because it's all about your priorities. My priorities was being the person who woke my kids up in the morning and gave them breakfast and told them goodbye, I love you. It was putting my kids to bed, reading them a bedtime story, telling them goodbye, or, you know, good night, I love you. Okay, it was things like that. Being there, you know, and maybe not working weekends, things like that. I worked long and hard during the week so I could have weekends with my kids, so I could do things with them. It's all about priorities and what you prioritize in your life, what matters to you, and that's what that personal integrity is. Like upholding your beliefs. It don't matter what other people say. Who the fuck are these people in the grand scheme of things? Do they contribute anything to your life? No. Do they pay your bills? No. Are they are they dedicated to being happy for you and wanting what's best for you in your life? Majority of the answers for that collective is no, because family, the people closest to you are your biggest haters, believe it or not. And you can tell by what they say to you, okay? By how supportive they are of you and what they do in the background when you're not around. Having that integrity, doing the right thing even when people aren't around, okay? And that all goes into June 10th, okay, when we have the Arided meteor shower peak day. So Arided is just a fancy word to say for Aries, okay? It's a meteor shower that's in the constellation of Aries, and meteor shower peak days are lucky. Okay, and this is going to be courageous and do what is right even if others will not, as we will be motivated and have the luck to work for our public goals. This is also a day because of Aries. Aries is the initiator, the confronter, and the one who makes changes. Okay, there could be strikes and industrial troubles that could occur because of this. Okay, doing what's right. Like I said, if you see people picking on other people, or you see them being like, yeah, or plotting and scheming, yeah, I'm gonna destroy the collective's life. Be like, hey, how the fuck old are you? Like, who the fuck raised you? I'm gonna turn your ass in. Like, you either do this, or I'm gonna fuck up your plan. You can do that. Or you can, I've been seeing this too a lot on the internet, is women helping women against, like, severe narcissism of their partners. And I mean, men, I know it happens with you too, but women aren't as invested as men are in destroying someone's life. Like, let's just be real here, okay? I don't care who I upset when I say that, but like, there's literally apparently forums or pages where men will talk about how can they screw over the person that left them, or, you know, somebody that they're with. And there's been women on there who were incognito that pretended to be men. And I heard one story where one woman actually found the guy that was doing, like, that was essentially trying, they were in court and everything. He was trying to cause court troubles for her, so she couldn't leave. He was bitter, you know, that she was leaving, whatever. And he was trying to find a way to screw her, like essentially get her locked out of her house and everything like that. Well, one woman did her due diligence and went and found the guy on Facebook, found his profile, went through his friends, found somebody mutual to, I guess, who the wife was, or, you know, the person he was with, and messaged her, like, sent her screenshots of what this guy said he was gonna do, right? Like, I've been seeing a lot of that lately. It's not just a one-time thing. Like, say, yesterday I saw a thread on my friend's page of, it's like, women to women, name something that a guy has done to you that's still stuck with you to this day. And, like, I couldn't even read it. It was so bad. Like, I read like the first two comments, and then I just couldn't. Like, it was like, fuck. Like once I read the first comment that said, this man dragged me by my ankle down a hallway, kicking me repeatedly, beating the shit out of me, and then 3 days after we broke up, he's in another relationship. It's like, and then the second one after that, before I was like, nope, can't read anymore. It was, I was sitting on the floor crying, and this guy, you know, is singing to me, slob on my knob. You know, like, and that's, men out there, like, the dating world is so scary for women. And if you're wondering why you're single or why it's so hard to get with a woman, that's why. It's because narcissism in men is so, like, it's on the rise. like beyond on the rise. And I really think there should be some severe jail time for this, or they should have, like, because narcissism, like it's just being completely unaccountable for your actions. And yes, like I say, I know there's women out there who do it too, but as far as like on a collective level, like I even do the collective readings for it, men by far are the worst. Like they go, like say we're talking, hey, I go on a date with you, and if you reject me, like women have died for less. Like you can go on a date with the wrong person, or you say if a guy comes up to you somewhere and asks you out and you say no, there's been stories where men just kill them, you know. And this is in the US, this isn't even in another country, this is US. Like you say no to the wrong guy, they can kill you. You know, like in other collective stories, it's like they're doing witchcraft on you now because they want you to have no love, no money, no nothing. You know, how dare you say no to me, which is your right. You are allowed to say no. No, no, no. No means no, right? You're allowed to say no. Or, you know, they try to, you know, cheat on you or put you in third parties or don't respect your boundaries. You leave them and they're dedicated. Like when I say personal power of integrity, I talk about bullying. From what I've seen personally, as well as like psychically in a collective area, it's like majority of the people that are doing the bullying, a man recruited them. And it's shameful. It's so shameful if any woman was recruited by a man to attack another woman because she said no. Imagine the kind of karma you're gonna get. Like, I try not to hate on women at all, but I am going to hate on you in this. Like, I'm going to flat out tell you you're a low down piece of shit, because women already have it hard enough. Like, we really truly do, especially since now us being independent and being able to support ourselves makes weak men feel very inferior to the point where they want to hurt us now, because they also are jealous of us and envious of us, because now they're being held accountable for their actions and their own accolades. And if, you know, we aren't accepting the bare minimum, you know, we expect happy, healthy relationships and, you know, an equal give and take, and for you to respect boundaries. And, you know, it doesn't happen a lot. And like I've seen a lot of women just say they're going to be single forever. Like they're just not even doing it. And then I see, you know, men out there, why won't no one date me? That's why. Like, do you know how scary it is to date? Do you know? Like, do you know what it is just to be with the opposite sex, how scary it is? Like, you can be with someone 1 to 5 years and that person snaps or they change or something. I mean, I've had it myself where the people that I was with, it was like, it didn't matter if I was with them for 5 years, for 1 year, you know, and people aren't just openly abusive, you know, it comes out after a while when they feel good and comfortable, you know, like when they try to do something to you, and it's like, you truly never know a person. Just know that. You truly never know a person and what they're capable of. It's like the whole victim shaming, like, well, why did you get with him? Or why did you get with her? People aren't openly abusive. They hide it very well. And even their families and their friends hide it very well. And they don't tell you, and they even go as far as to scheme with them. And that's why I say, if you're a woman that was like part of the collective readings, that was literally recruited by a man who didn't give a single fuck about you, has been doing shit to you as well, you know, that's getting you to go and bully another woman because she said no. The karma for you, my dear, is going to be so bad. As long as you are perfectly fine with never having a happy, healthy relationship, and being fully content with being an abusive one where someone's going to beat the shit out of you, that's going to harass you, stalk you, and do a whole smear campaign on you when you leave because you think and you know that you deserve better. You know, and that's like on the collective level. It's like, and I have seen where other men will take up for the women as well, doing the right thing. Like, hey, why are you doing that to such and such? Like, you're too invested. Bro, sis, you need to heal. Like, things like that. Okay, so it's doing the right thing, standing up, having your personal integrity with that Palace retrograde going, hey, this isn't right. You need to stop. I don't know what makes you think this is okay. Who the fuck raised you? You need to stop. Like, there's jail time in this. And like, not only that, but it's like, think of the karma, think of what you're wishing for yourself, because what you wish for someone else is what you wish for yourself. Your life is a projection of the energy you put out, and if you are being so dedicated to destroy another person's life because they told you no, what do you think is going to happen to you? Because that's coming out in the collective readings as well. These people are reaping everything they've sown. Like, they're literally attracting every person that's just like them, and those people are fucking up their lives just like they try to fuck up your life. And it's like examples would be hiring a hitman to take you out, but then that hitman screws them, like takes their money and leaves. What are you gonna do? Call the cops, right? And then hiring a practitioner to do witchcraft on you, they take their money and leave. Or you're a narcissist and you attracted another narcissist who, maybe you guys work together to devastate someone's life, and now both of your lives are completely devastated. Right. Things like that. Do the right thing. Like, I don't even understand how we have to have the conversation about bullying as an adult. Or harassment or gang stalking. Like, I wouldn't even know what to say to somebody if they're like, here's some money. I want you to go stalk the collective on the internet. Look at them every day, look at their stuff. Like, I'd be like, are you okay? It's okay to not be okay, but maybe you should go get help. Like, who are you offering me money to do this? You understand by offering me money to stalk someone that, one, you're trying to get me complicit with the crime, but two, that you're admitting that you are mentally unstable. Do you know that? Like, So working for the public, doing the right thing, like they say, like if you see something, say something. And I know there's the whole marketing thing, but there's also you don't know the full story behind things. And if you see someone literally going out of their way to hurt another person, you need to say something. That's not cool. And know that it is a test of integrity for you, and the All High's watching. So don't feel those. They're real. June 11th, Mars will square Pluto, Venus sextile Chiron, and the moon is going to be in Virgo. So this day, there's going to be disharmonious energy due to an obstacle around revolutionizing our life, as we may be holding on to painful experiences. You need to forgive and let go in order to move forward. Okay, but also your curiosity is going to be sparked during conversations with people that we love, that we have relationships with, that will direct us to confront any traumas that may need healing, so that we can alchemize those traumas into golds in our life, okay? Because our intuition is going to be focusing on being of service to others. Let's see what we got here. So again, this is a week mostly about healing, about doing the right thing and healing. Because we're trying not to get stuck in the past. We want to move forward, on and up, fulfilling our greatest potential. Spirit, tell us about the obstacle that the collective may experience on June 11th. So your Akashic Records is going to provide you with answers. And the number 10 is important, and I find intuitively, I see June 10th, and we see, doing what is right. And then June 11th, there's an obstacle around revolutionizing our life, okay? And then we have Archangel Raziel, which is about your wisdom, okay, which is about your Akashic Records. What is the obstacle around revolutionizing our life? On June 11th, what is the collective's obstacle? What is the obstacle on June 11th to revolutionizing our life? Okay, so we have manifesting. So your Akashic Records is going to tell you how to manifest something, and you're going to receive the prophetic guidance of a great achievement, how to get this great achievement. And that's from moving on from some kind of commitment that is trying to distract you from your path that you need to let go of, and that there's ascended masters here to help you, okay? So the disharmonious energy is due to an obstacle, okay? That's going to be around that you need, when it says you need to, that you may be holding on to painful experiences, okay? There's some kind of commitment. This could be a marriage, this could be like a work contract, some kind of contract. It could be a legal issue, okay? Well, you are going to have a great achievement You're going to reach some kind of milestone here once you move on from this, because we have moving on. This could be changing location, this could be moving, or it could just signify moving on from whatever kind of commitment. You know, this, like I said, this could be a relationship, this could be a marriage, this could be some kind of legal contract, this could be some kind of work thing, or it could be like a soul contract, because soul contracts are that as well. Okay, that provided you with some kind of painful experience, and you move on from that because this whole commitment, this contract, was to get you to, you know, to distract you from your path. If you see on this card here, trying to see if you can see it, there's doors here. You're on your path here, and there's all these different distractions because it's trying to get you to miss an opportunity, trying to get you to miss this great achievement, okay? And just know that you are not alone, as always. You're never alone, but there's Ascended Masters. And if you don't know what Ascended Masters is, think like Jesus. Jesus is an Ascended Master, okay? Buddha, things like that. They are Ascended Masters. So know that you will have, you know, the conversation with others. You could even have, like, essentially, it says prophetic guidance. You could receive some kind of message via your Akashic records through, like, your dream state or something like that, or you just have that, like, light bulb idea on how to let this go. Like I said, that Ceres retrograde energy is about letting go of attachment to the past so you can move forward. There's a painful experience that you have around some kind of contract, some kind of commitment, okay? That commitment was only to keep you stuck in the past. It was trying to provide you with distractions so you would miss all of your opportunities, okay? But you need to forgive this, whoever this contract belonged to, or the whole experience. Forgive it, let it go, move on, okay? So that way you can confront this trauma and heal it, so that way it can be alchemized into gold in your life. That gold is going to be some kind of achievement that you're going to get, okay? You're going to achieve something here. And our intuitive focus will be on being service to others. So maybe it has to do with maybe you're being called to work in the public. Okay, again, with the air-tide, meteor shower peak day, you know, working for the highest good of others. Maybe you are, you know, being called to, like, some kind of public service of some kind. June 12th, Mercury squares Saturn. We will receive messages in a mystical way that will make us curious on the ways to overcome a life lesson. This could be reflective of the day before, okay? Know that you are loved and protected, and only positivity and abundance flows your ways. Affirm that, mention that down in the comment section, okay? Affirm that. Know that you are loved and protected, and only positivity and abundance flows your way, okay? Shift your focus to all of your blessings, being grateful, being that gratitude attitude, so that way you can release the control on how you're going to overcome this lesson, okay? Because when you try to control the situation, you end up blocking it. So let's see what that's going to be about. Let's see what this life lesson is. Spirit, tell us about this life lesson that the collective is going to be curious about overcoming on June 12th. This Mercury square Saturn. About how to move on and let go, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have kinship, community, or group. Okay, so a life lesson around a community or group. Remember the previous day we had there's some kind of contract that provided a painful experience for you that you need to let go of. And what is this? We have the card freedom, the cage here, getting out of self-limited beliefs, okay, getting out of you know, a self-imposed cage here, moving on, letting go, providing more freedom in your life like you want, okay, for June 11th, okay, trying to revolutionize your life. So this is all going hand in hand of something from your past that you need to let go of, and it revolves around your community, a group, like a soul tribe, a family. Okay, there's something that you need to heal here. And then we have the angel number 444, because the last card with the Ascended Master is 40, but then we have 4 here. 444 is the angel number for the angels around you and protecting you, along with know that you are loved and protected, and only positivity flows your way. This is something that needs to heal so that we can reach this achievement, okay? It has something to do with moving on from this group here, this community that provide you with painful experiences, okay? And this is a life lesson for you, meaning this is a karmic lesson. This is a lesson for your soul. These people will come to you from a past life, and you have unfinished business, which means that you both have to learn something from the other in order to elevate and to move on. But you are not meant to be in each other's life after this point, okay? You're meant to learn and to move on, like a spiritual way station, okay? June 13th, the Sun will sextile Chiron and Mercury will sextile Chiron. So we will have an intense drive to converse with those who will spark the curiosity needed for us to confront any traumas that need healing. It is a time to make changes and to release anything that we have outgrown. Have the courage to move forward with these changes as the path forward is illuminated for you. Again, you have, ascended masters, you have Jesus, you have Buddha, you have whoever, that you transcribe to, okay? Know that you're never alone. But again, there's something that we're healing this week. And with the chakra being solar plexus, because I was getting that a lot, it's going to be about like your boundaries, because that's going to come up later in the week, about your boundaries. Learning to say no and upholding your boundaries. Like when you say no, not caving in, or saying, hey, like this is my priority, I need to do this, but someone's trying to take more of your time and energy than you have. Or, hey, I've let you go for my past, I don't want to move forward with you anymore, this is done. And someone trying to come back in your life repeatedly, like, no, I said no, and now the if and then statements, if you keep pursuing me, then this is going to happen. If you won't leave me alone after I said no thanks, peace and blessings, I don't want to have you in my life anymore, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to see you again, and then I'm going to call the cops, I'm going to file a restraining order on you, and then you're going to get a felony on your record. So please, leave me the fuck alone. Things like that, okay? But there's something, like I said, it has to do with a community, a group, a family, okay? People that were part of a soul tribe that you once had, that provide you the painful experience that you need to move on and let go from, okay? June 14th, Mercury will be in conjunction with the Sun and the Moon will be in Libra. You may need to isolate and to keep your plans to yourself, as we will receive intuitive messages that provide the intense, inquisitive focus on how to bring peace and harmony to our relationships, okay? Know that you are not a label of your experiences, align with who you are. And this goes into what I mentioned earlier, like if you went through something terrible, so there's a traumatic experience, there's a painful experience here, know that you're not that experience and that you are not a label of that experience. So if you went through domestic violence, like rape, you went through, abuse, things like that. Or if you drank alcohol, you're not an alcoholic, like things like that. Like you're not a label of your experiences. You are whole and complete as you are. Say if you have some kind of illness, like if you're, say if you've got like bronchitis, that's not a label for you. If you have asthma, that's not a label for you. You're not forever going to be the person with asthma. You're more than just that, right? It's just an experience for you. You're not that. You're not that label, okay? June 15th, Venus squares Lilith. This is where the end of the week comes in, and it's so sad because it's Father's Day this weekend, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this to my fathers out there. Thank you for everything you do. If you are truly a good, father that does everything they can, maybe you yourself have had to go through narcissistic abuse, or you've had people try to sabotage your life so you couldn't be in your kid's life, okay? Through no fault of your own, you're trying to just, be a good dad, and someone's having some kind of secret vendetta against you, okay? I hope that your day is truly glorious, and that we are ever grateful, your kids are grateful that you are doing everything to be in their lives, okay? And if you are just a person who is in a family that's a father, know that we greatly appreciate you as well. You don't have to have some kind of trauma linked up for anyone to appreciate you, but know that we appreciate you, everything that you do, to be in your kid's life, to provide them with that positive example of masculinity, okay? Showing them how to not be toxic, showing them how not to hurt and harm another human being, okay, just cause, but also, preparing your kids for, men and women, he, she, they, that, may try to come up with them. So instilling those red flags to look for, so that way they don't have any experiences that none of us want to have, okay? That's part of my book here, is about, instilling those red flags so the relationship's not good for you. So that way the child doesn't have to actually go through them to know it's not good for them, right? But thank you for being in your kid's life and doing everything that you are, you're doing, that you're being an equal partner in your household. You and your partner are an equal give and take. You both respect each other's boundaries, and you're being that positive example for your children, so that way they know that they are an equal and valued partner as well. They're not just what they can provide, that they are truly valued. So I appreciate you guys. Happy Father's Day. I hope it's truly great and memorable for you before I get into the drama that is this weekend. So just be mindful of that. So this weekend, June 15th, Venus squares Lilith. Don't get drawn into unnecessary drama or the energy of desperation and longing, as being drawn to relationships with others that spark your curiosity could provide some distress, as you may struggle with boundaries or saying no. Choose wisdom and know that there are many sides to a story. Again, someone trying to put you in drama, trying to gossip to you about so-and-so, trying to get you to pick a side, which, I mean, with family events, you see that a lot, like, you know, trying to get people to pick sides, trying to start fights and then see who's, you know, it's the clan mentality, where, you know, a lot of people are like that. A lot of families are like that. If they don't have a common enemy to fight against, then they fight amongst each other. It's very toxic. I would have nothing to do with that myself. Spirit, tell us what this drama that's going to occur for the collective on June 15th, Venus square Lilith. Okay, victim mentality for healing. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck of increase. Don't get drawn into unnecessary drama or the energy of desperation or longing. Get out of this victim mentality where you feel bound, but know that you could definitely, you know, untie yourself at any time. Okay, time is not running out for you, that you can do this. Okay, you may feel like your world is falling apart. Okay, it looks like it may have to do with money. But know that you can heal this. You can heal this to get this increase in life, okay? You don't need to, when it says you can have some distress that may struggle with boundaries, okay? Don't bind yourself to things. Don't bind yourself just to get some kind of increase here, or saying no. That this victim mentality, this loss, this lack that you may feel, you need to heal this, okay? Know that there's many sides to a story. If someone's coming forward to you to tell you something, I always tell people to stop. Like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in your gossip. No thanks. Bye. You know, like, no thanks. Bye. But if I mean, if it's something that definitely pertains to you, research it. But I wouldn't get on your feels about it, right? This victim mentality, you need to definitely heal. Okay, and once you heal it, if you feel like your time's running out, you feel overwhelmed, you feel overburdened, know that. See this man here, he's tied to a bed. He can definitely untie himself at any time. That goes into that freedom card of moving on, letting go, getting out of those self-limiting beliefs and that self-imposed cage you're in. You could definitely untie yourself at any time, and know that there's an increase once you let this go. Whatever kind of contract here that's trying to, or commitment with something or someone that's trying to get you to stray off your path here that you need to move on from. Okay, you need to make some plans, take some action. Okay, move, take the conscious steps. Okay, look forward, you know, to get this achievement. Okay, so know that's what you need to do. June 16th, Father's Day. Mercury squares Lilith and Venus squares Neptune. Okay, don't settle for something because it appears to be your only option. You may receive messages in mystical ways that has you focusing on your fears. Like the day before, I said, you know, like it looks like you're having some kind of victim mentality. You're like, poor me, you know, what's going on with me? This is an illusion. An illusion is something that's not real, right? It's not real. It's a fear. It's your fear talking, okay? Focus on healing your heart chakra. So that card that said healing the heart, or your healing light. Focus on healing your heart chakra. So this fear has to do with your heart chakra, okay? And take the opportunity for a fresh start, okay? So again, we've had the moving on cards. There's different ones that that came out, but they all mean the same thing. Moving on, letting go, moving away from this fear. Let's say if it's fear of the heart chakra, it means fear of unconditional love, fear not being worthy of love, which is blocking your blessings and your opportunities. So once you heal your heart chakra, you can have that great achievement because you will have the opportunities and the blessings once you unblock that heart chakra, okay? But it comes with healing, and it has to do with some kind of illusion, some kind of fear that makes you and it has to do with a commitment with a community, with a soul tribe, with a family, okay? That makes you fear something. It needs to be healed. It's literally come out every time I pulled cards, or literally in the astrological forecast. It's like something that you have to let go of and heal. Okay, so that way you can reach this I just saw this little squirrel that looked like, or it was a chipmunk. I just saw this chipmunk like running past. So you need to move on and let it go. You need to go get your great achievement. Okay, you need to heal it. Focus on it. I mean, and healing isn't comfortable. Okay. Let's see. Tell us what the fears are. This illusion on June 16th for the collective. What is this fear brought by an illusion? What is this fear brought by an illusion on June 16th? Come through, Spirit. Healing the heart. You need to heal the heart. This is heart chakra healing, okay? Because whatever you're fearing, okay, is an illusion. It's behind a mask. It's being cloaked, okay? And you need to forgive, okay? So that way you can find balance and center your energy. Again, so it has to do with love. It has to do with the heart chakra and healing it this week. Upholding your boundaries, okay? Saying no. But then also like any kind of drama. So drama with love, like I said, family, lovers, or friends, whatever community that you have that gave you some kind of painful experience where people's trying to get you in, draw you into some kind of drama, okay? It's something that you need to heal. Because one, if anyone's coming towards you, their intentions are masked, okay? But it all is going to be resolved once you heal and you forgive. Self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness, okay? Take this opportunity for a fresh start, okay? But it's an illusion around love, okay? You need to get rid of it. You need to forgive so you can balance your energy and get you out of this attachment, this desperation and longing, okay? Okay, like there's some kind of desperation and longing that's making you go back and forth here. That's affecting your optimism with family, friends, and guides, okay? So it has to do with friends, it has to do with family, some kind of commitment, some kind of contract. Well, so the chakra that corresponds to this week is we have the heart chakra, but we also have the solar plexus, the boundaries, okay? Loving unconditionally, keeping our heart open, but maintaining those boundaries so that way we can do so and not be taken advantage of or victimized, things like that. Your solar plexus is your power center. It's your personal power, your directed will, and how you honor yourself, okay? It's the storage house for judgments, opinions, and beliefs that we have gathered about ourselves from the world, okay? It affects our self-esteem, our self-confidence, our self-respect, okay, and our self-identity. So when it said the kinship, the community, a group, okay, your own identity separate from that group, okay, that you are not that label. Say if everybody in your family is a piece of shit, or they're all poor, or they all gossip, or that clay mentality, you don't have to be that as well. You have your own identity. Just an example, because the drama and all that. But you are your own identity. You don't have to be that. You can have boundaries to separate yourself and be your own person, okay? Say when it comes to fears of love, okay, that's trying to get you drawn into drama, know that you are worthy and affirm that you are worthy of unconditional and healthy love, okay? You are worthy of that. Once you affirm that and you believe that, you won't, and to not tolerate anything less, because that goes in, again, to earlier in the week. Not settling for things, or no, I'm sorry, it's actually on Father's Day. Not settling for things because they appear to be your only option, that you deserve unconditional love and healthy relationships, family, lovers, and friends. Just because they appear to be the only people that are around you at the moment doesn't mean that they're the only people meant for you, okay? We're being called to move away from people, places, and things that are not in alignment with us anymore, that we have outgrown. And that's perfectly fine when it comes to relationships, to outgrow them. It's perfectly fine. Everybody is on a different part of their healing journey. Everybody has a different journey, period, okay? You learn, you grow, you evolve, and you move on, okay? So most people are meant to be on your path forever. They play a particular role, just like you play a particular role, okay? You've outgrown something, you need to let it go, okay? So, and if it comes to fears around the heart chakra, it has to do with you fearing that, like say if this is your family, fearing, well, I will be alone, I'll be isolated. Who gives a fuck? It's apparently for your best and highest good. That whatever you are surrounding yourself with that you won't move on from, that's coming to you intuitively as I speak to you now, it's holding you back. And it's preventing you from getting this great achievement. There's something that you need to cut off and move away from, you know, as well as the memory of it, the painful experiences that you need to let go, so you can get this great achievement, so you can get this increase in life. It could be finances, it could just be just abundance, period. Abundance with happy, loving relationships that are healthy for you, a good, positive, a high vibrational soul tribe, things like that. There's something here, there's a blessing here for you once you do this. Okay, you gotta sacrifice something small to get something bigger. And what you're sacrificing isn't really a sacrifice, it's meant to be lost. It's something that's not good for you. It's like a bad habit or an addiction, or, you know, like a substance, things like that. It's something. And what you're giving away is putting you in desperation and longing anyway. Like maybe you have a desperation and longing to be loved or to be seen, or, you know, just to have relationships. And by doing so, you block the high vibrational people that are meant for you, and you're stuck with low vibrational people who don't care about you, that's trying to get you drawn into drama, that's, you know, making you fear having new supportive connections, you know, and love and friendship, okay? Maybe there's something like that. It is the source of cognition, and it's our psychic energy pump. Our thought forms are produced here, and it provides emotional and psychic balance for us. Every choice that enhances our spirit strengthens our energy field, okay? So, which means less connections with lower vibrations. So every choice that you make, so again, the solar plexus, every choice that you make, saying no, setting those boundaries to people, places, and things, right? Enhances your energy field, which means you strengthen your aura, which means you higher your vibration, which means it immediately repels low vibration and negative energy, people, places, and things, and experiences. You won't have those anymore because you're heightening your vibration. The yang expression of this chakra is the self and the world, and the yin's function of this chakra is our opinions and judgments about ourselves and others. You got to feel worthy, and you have to have the self-esteem and the self-confidence to know that you are worthy. Okay, gut responses to help us make effective decisions. So again, listening to your gut, listening to your intuition. It's our sense of knowing that helps us to achieve our soul purpose. Create situations, opportunities, and events to benefit the soul and self as a whole. Okay. Now, fears of this chakra. So when we're talking about fears here, that is part of illusion that's going to occur on Father's Day. Fear of rejection, criticism, looking foolish. Physical insecurities, that others will discover our secrets. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you something. I have a firm motto here, and it's definitely something that I believe in and go by. If you can do it, you can talk about it. If you can't imagine yourself talking about it to someone else without any kind of shame, then you don't need to be doing it. Like, if you can do it, you can talk about it with no shame. Okay? So, like, if you're worried about people discovering your secrets, why the fuck are you doing it anyway if you're too shameful to talk about it? That should be an inkling right there that it's something that's not meant for you. Misalignments of this chakra can result in arthritis, gastric ulcers, colon, intestinal problems, diabetes, anorexia, hepatitis, and adrenal dysfunction. Now, emotional, mental issues that can arise, because again, we're talking about fears and illusions here, the desperation and longing. Trust, fear, intimidation, self-respect, care of oneself and others, okay? Responsibility for making decisions, sensitivity to criticism, and personal honor, okay? Dysfunctions could be confusion, power issues, codependency, so power needs between love and power, okay? Doing something because, not because you love to, because you feel like you have to. Codependency would be like, I need you for something, you need me for something, and I'm going to let you do whatever to me because I need you for something. Stomach problems can stem from swallowing other people's opinions about us. Digestive and metabolic disorders, okay, can arise from this. Addictions could be addictions to caffeine, beer, corn processed alcohol, and sugar. Overworking, intense hatred, and overly critical, okay? Being overly critical, having intense hatred, okay? Wow. But yeah, if you're being drawn to alcohol, there's something you're suppressing. Like if you're drinking to numb the pain, there's something that you're suppressing that needs to be healed. So whatever it is you're suppressing, you need to heal it. It's not going to do you any favors, okay? But then caffeine is highly addictive, and I know this myself. It's another thing I've cut out of my life is caffeine. Caffeine, literally on day 2 of not drinking it, say even if you are starting new, like you've never drank caffeine before in your life, you drink caffeine day 1, you're fine, right? Day 2, if you drink caffeine for 2 days straight, day 3 you're gonna have a withdrawal from caffeine. Okay, you're gonna have the headaches, you're gonna feel irritable and angry, right? It's highly, highly addictive, but also caffeine masks what you're truly capable of doing, meaning like you end up overextending yourself on caffeine because you have this to-do list that you feel like you have to do, right? And you think, well, I don't have any energy, which should be a red flag to you. I don't have any energy. Red flag, like what boundary am I not respecting? What choices am I making that doesn't honor myself and my needs, right? Rest is important, regardless of what people say. Rest is very, very important. It's part of healing. If you don't heal, you get sick. If you don't take the time out to rest, your body will pick it for you, which will come in a very severe illness, okay? So if you are feeling so tired where you can't function without caffeine, that's a red flag. There's something that you need to look at there because it's masking a need that you need to fix, that you need to pay attention to, okay? Because like if you just keep consuming caffeine, you're gonna feel fine, right? You're gonna feel like you can do things, but then you end up overextending yourself, which means you fragment your energy. It means you're susceptible to illness. You're susceptible to spiritual attack. It's going to affect your ability to heal. It's going to affect your ability to like grow and evolve, things like that. There's, consequences to it. So like when I see people that say, well, I just feel like I always have to have a caffeinated beverage, I'm worried about you because I'm going to think, what need of yours are you masking and hiding behind caffeine? What need? Like, is it a need for rest to slow down? And if you're saying, well, I can't, why? Is there someone or something making you feel like you have to keep overproducing that isn't caring about your boundaries or your needs for rest, like just being a normal human being? Is there somebody that's trying to make you feel like you're a machine? Okay, you're not. You're not a machine. What need of yours do you need to pay attention to, right? Sugar's another one. Sugar is literally like rot, makes your body rot. So like if you're over sugaring yourself, it's kind of like caffeine. It gives you that energy for a minute, but then you crash. What need are you trying to mask? But most I feel like sugar is more like a comfort, like kind of like alcohol. It's a comfort for you. So what are you trying to cope with? Maybe that's what you need to heal. Let's ask Spirit one final question and we will end it. Spirit, what boundary does a collective need to pay attention to this week? What boundary or boundaries does a collective need to pay attention to this week? Your ancestors are saying the boundaries you need to pay attention to is with your community, your family, okay, your soul tribe. So to me, it's giving me that people are asking you to keep doing things, to keep producing, to go above and beyond for them, not caring about your personal needs or caring about what you can do. Okay, they're not caring about your rest. They're not caring about your overall well-being. They're just asking to give. And you, like I said, are told to say no. Say no. Set boundaries with this community here, okay? Your ancestors are saying it because these people are also trying to have some kind of emotional influence over you as well. 333 is the angel number for connection of mind, body, and soul, as well as divine intervention. June 15th, we are told that, don't get drawn into unnecessary drama. We are told earlier in the week that there's some kind of contract with this community here, okay? Well, there's some kind of commitment. They're trying to get you to overproduce. They're trying to make you feel like you have to do X, Y, and Z to be in that community, okay? But all the while, they're also some kind of emotional influence. Maybe they're drawing you into drama. Maybe they're trying to, like I talked about bullying. There's a reason for that. Like, just be for real with you guys, I don't know half of what I say when I do these. I channel, and then I myself have to watch what I say. Like after I upload the video, it's like I mean, I know what I'm talking about, but as far as messages, I give myself messages in these videos. Like I channel, and then I get my own intuitive guidance as well from these. So it's like there's someone here that wants to, you know, draw you into some kind of drama. And when I talked about bullying earlier, or slandering or gossiping, we have this card right here that says phase entanglement. They're trying to bring some kind of emotional influence. June 15th is don't be drawn into unnecessary drama. And it has to do with love. It has to do with a relationship. It has to do with a fear, some desperation and longing here. You know, and being drawn to these kind of conversations, okay, that it may provide you with some distress, because they're gonna, you know, it's gonna mess with your boundaries or saying no. They're gonna make you feel like you have to have a vendetta against this person. They're gonna make you feel like, you know, you should, you know, be smear campaigning this person or whatever. There's never a right reason to smear campaign someone. There's never a right reason to bully someone. If that person is wrong or in the wrong, the truth always comes out. You don't need to bully that person for the truth to come out. Now, typically the people who bully are the ones who are doing the nefarious deeds, and they're trying to have a scapegoat, which is who they're gossiping about. So just FYI on that. But whoever it is, they're just trying to mess with you. They're just trying to mess with your emotions. They're trying to mess with your boundaries. They're trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do. So there's that. All right, collective. Happy Father's Day, my fathers out there, and know that you and your role is just as important, okay? Don't make anybody make you feel less, okay? Respect your boundaries here. Make honoring self choices, okay, and decisions. Know your needs. Know when you need to quit, okay? And have that personal level of integrity of upholding your belief systems no matter who you're around, okay? And I always say, if you can do it, you can talk about it. So if you couldn't imagine telling other people that you bullied another person because they said no, or for some other reason, you shouldn't be doing it, right? Like if you couldn't say it with pride and, you know, like, yes, I bullied someone, like to like whoever, and not feeling any shame, then you shouldn't be doing it. If it makes you feel shame, or if it makes you feel like you have to keep it secret, you should be doing it. Okay. All right, collective. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priestess and the prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. Bye, guys.